Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're looking at the most fascinating tales behind our favorite Disney films.
A woman appreciates a man who can make her laugh.
Number 10. Real-life dishes were used as photographic references. Ratatouille. Let's admit it, many of us rewatch Ratatouille just to drool over the mouth-watering meals on display.
I have a highly developed sense of taste and smell. Flour, eggs, sugar, vanilla bean, small twist of lemon.
These dishes didn't just happen to look sumptuous, though. They were remarkable by design. Filmmakers created more than 270 meals to make the food appear as appetizing as Remy prepares them. These real-life dishes were used as reference points, allowing animators to recreate them as authentic and visually pleasing.
Making sure that each dish that we do is something that is as fresh and as dynamic as it was the first time that we did that.
Along with consulting professional chefs in the US and France, Pixar animators attended cooking classes to understand what life in the culinary world is like. This level of dedication paid off, as the dishes in Ratatouille still look as delicious as desired.
I can't remember the last time I asked a waiter to give my compliments to the chef.
Number 9. Disney considered The Lion King as a secondary project to Pocahontas. The Lion King and Pocahontas. Riding high on Beauty and the Beast's critical and commercial success, Disney Studios chairman Jeffrey Katzenberg believed Pocahontas' romantic narrative would similarly resonate with viewers.
Come rolling all the riches all around you, and for once never wonder what there were.
Because of this, Disney's A-team of animators was assigned to Pocahontas, while a more inexperienced crew took on The Lion King.
Then, of course, then you sort of infuse that with the ragtag feeling like, okay, so what if we're the B team? We're just going to rally and do a great job. We'll show them.
According to producer Don Hahn, the entire pitch simply went, quote, "A lion cub gets framed for murder by his uncle set to the music of Elton John." But with over $1 billion at the box office and millions more in home media and merchandising, The Lion King is now considered the crown jewel of the Disney Renaissance. The film didn't just succeed, it redefined what a breakout hit could be.
Everybody look left, everybody look right, everywhere you look, I'm standing spotlight.
Number 8. Cinderella rescued and reshaped Disney. Cinderella. During World War II, classics like Pinocchio, Fantasia, and Bambi all underperformed at the box office. Even after the war, Disney teetered on the edge of collapse until Cinderella turned the tide forever.
If you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true.
With millions in debt, the film was a last-ditch gamble that paid off in spades. Its success catapulted the company into a new era, reopening the European market and enabling Disney to invest in iconic money spinners like Disneyland and Walt Disney World.
They had clothes, purses, all the merchandise came out too.
Disney's newfound independence enabled it to break away from RKO Radio Pictures and establish its own distribution brand, bringing to life all the classics we know and love today. And to think, it's all thanks to that one glass slipper.
But perhaps if it would help.
No, nothing can help now. Nothing.
But you see, I have the other slipper.
Number 7. Elsa was originally conceived as a villain. Frozen. That's right. The heroine who inspired millions to embrace their vulnerability was initially penciled in as an antagonist.
Let it go, that perfect girl is gone.
The film's original outline revolved around a prophecy foretelling the rise of a ruler with a frozen heart. Believing it as her destiny, Elsa would lead an army of snow monsters against Arendelle, until Hans was revealed as the true villain.
We were still writing a villain song. And we started getting into the headspace of what you'd feel like if you were that isolated.
But while developing the now iconic Let It Go, it became clear that the song perfectly fit, quote, a scared girl struggling to control and come to terms with her gift. The shift in perspective transformed Elsa into a complex yet ultimately benevolent heroine, laying the platform for the powerful sisterly bond she shares with Anna.
You sacrificed yourself for me? I love you.
Number 6. Dispute over the color of Aurora's dress was inspired by a real-life argument, Sleeping Beauty. One of Sleeping Beauty's more memorable moments revolves around Aurora's dress.
It's pink. Oh, lovely shade, isn't it? But I wanted it blue. Now, dear, we decided pink was our color.
You decided.
We watch Flora and Merryweather constantly bicker over their preferred shade, even ending the film on this note. Funnily enough, this was a nod to real-life disagreement among filmmakers, who were divided over the dress's final color.
It would create a real problem for them, and he fought to try to get the color to change, and Ivan Earl stuck to his scheme.
The argument has since carried over to the fan base, as viewers also tend to debate which look suits the heroine better. While the fairies could never settle their differences, the studio likely used Flora and Merryweather's argument to represent both colors on screen. Number 5. Female influence in Disney's early animation. Various. Disney's 9 old men remain the stuff of legend, but a core group of women played an equally vital role behind the scenes. Names like Retta Scott, Retta Davidson, Ruthie Thompson, Sylvia Holland, Hazel Sewell, and Mary Blair broke new ground, shattering barriers in a male-dominated industry.
Mary Blair is known for her vibrant art style, her use of color, and a look and feel in her work that continues to make an impact at Disney Animation today.
Their contributions in direction, animation, illustration, and storyboarding carried Disney from its infancy in the 30s to the beginning of its golden age in the 80s. The imprint of their work lives on in classics like Pinocchio, Peter Pan, Dumbo, Mary Poppins, The Black Cauldron, and more.
Mary Blair had brought her style into these films. She was just a very bold artist. She had impacted all of us. I think she's a legend. She made history.
While female influence in Disney extends far and wide today, these women will always stand out for blazing a trail of change in the industry.
It was very inspiring to see her, as a woman working back in the 50s, and be able to have a voice, have such a big influence in those movies. And she still has an influence today.
Number 4. Robin Williams had free hand in the recording process. Aladdin. Robin Williams didn't just voice the genie. He gave him a soul. With impressions, pop culture references, and an infectiously energetic charm, Williams injected Genie with a personality filmmakers could never have dreamed of.
The ever impressive.
The long contained,
often imitated,
but never duplicated Genie of the Lamp.
Given free rein to run wild, the actor improvised over 50 characters and personas. A megastar worth millions, Williams reportedly racked up over 16 hours of material, providing Disney with an absolute goldmine of content, all for just $75,000.
We just throw ideas, and they just said, try this.
You need more power, Jim.
Don't be afraid. You had it all along.
I never did it. I am not at fault.
Things took a bitter turn soon after its release. The studio went back on its word not to spotlight Williams during its marketing push, sparking a high-profile fallout that was only mended after a public apology years later.
Genie, I'm really sorry.
Number 3. Kingdom of the Sun, The Emperor's New Groove. Buoyed by hilarious characters like Kuzco, Kronk, and Yzma, The Emperor's New Groove remains one of Disney's funniest films.
Let's face it, you're no spring chicken. And I mean that in the best possible way.
What? A llama? He's supposed to be dead!
Yeah, weird.
But its original vision was quite the opposite, featuring a story inspired by The Prince and the Pauper. Titled Kingdom of the Sun, the idea was helmed by director Roger Allers, with Sting's soundtrack complementing its thematic beats.
The only problem was they hadn't really settled on a script.
To stop the song and to still have a dancing mama.
I was writing songs in the dark, really, based on sort of hearsay of what what the film is going to be.
Unfortunately, producers Thomas Schumacher and Peter Schneider's refusal to share their vision led to drastic changes, reworking the movie into a satirical piece. Deep into production, and with 6 original songs already composed, Allers and Sting's work was rejected. Remnants of their efforts can be seen in The Sweatbox, which details the painstaking process behind what Kingdom of the Sun might have been.
I'm a horse that's head in the clouds, all along the mountain trail. You're walking like a lamb, then you just can't feel.
Number 2. Walt Disney mortgaged his own house to finance Snow White. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. We might know Snow White as an all-time classic, but Disney's first animated film was a colossal risk. Walt Disney faced several financial woes during production, making it necessary to take out multiple loans to fund the film.
I didn't know what I had or what would happen or anything. We had the family fortune. We had everything wrapped up in Snow White. In fact, the banker, I think, was losing more sleep than I was.
When that wasn't enough, Disney took an even bigger gamble and mortgaged his own house to cover the remaining budget. However, Snow White's groundbreaking animation and storytelling techniques were far from inexpensive. In order to complete production, Disney screened an early cut to Bank of America's executive Joseph Rosenberg.
Bless the 7 little men who have been so kind to me, and may my dreams come true. Amen. Oh yes, and please make Grumpy like me.
Awestruck by the film's ambitious scale, Rosenberg approved a $250,000 loan that ultimately changed the landscape of film history forever.
And out of that school have come the artists that now make up my staff here, and more than that, the artists that make up most all of the cartoon outfits in Hollywood.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Part of Your World was a last-minute addition, The Little Mermaid. Jeffrey Katzenberg wanted it removed because he thought it was boring.
Up where they stay all day in the sun, wandering free. Wish I could be part of that world.
Filmmakers followed Boo's actress Mary Gibbs around to record her lines, Monsters, Inc. This allowed them to capture authentic reactions from the then 2-year-old actress.
Bucket.
The 70-30 Law, Treasure Planet. The team combined 70% traditional animation with 30% CGI visuals. Mr. Potato Head's lines were through archived recording. Toy Story 4. Don Rickles passed away before production.
Where's my ear? You're on my foot. Oh, hey, quit shoving.
I know that was you, Potato Head.
Draw-overs were conducted through Zoom meetings. Raya and the Last Dragon. COVID-19 forced the team to improvise.
Well, why are you looking at me like that?
Nothing. I'm just not used to seeing dragons.
Impressed, huh? Oh, wait till you see my backstroke.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Toy Story 2 was nearly lost forever before release. Toy Story 2. More than 25 years since its release, Toy Story 2 is still one of the greatest animated films of all time.
Well, what do you know?
Oh, bullseye! We're part of a family again!
But this beloved classic almost met a premature end, all thanks to a technical error. With production nearly complete, a staff member accidentally deleted the film's root file, removing years of hard work with a single click.
And then as we kept checking, he disappeared entirely. Woody's gone. Seconds later, looking up, the rest of the characters on the show, Buzz, Potato Head, Ham, and Rex, had all vanished. And soon after that, whole sequences, Toy Barn and Andy's room, were disappearing off the disk drive.
As expected, panic ensued, especially when all efforts to locate the film's assets proved fruitless. Just when all hope seemed lost, to the rescue. Sussman, working remotely at the time, had a backup copy on her home computer. Suffice it to say, we all owe her a collective thank you, for infinity and beyond.
Oh look, there's the movie.
Thanks to Eli, my newborn baby Eli, and my need to work from home, we had a backup of Toy Story 2.
Is there a Disney fun fact you have in mind? Let us know in the comments.
You have been a fabulous audience. Tell you what, you're the best audience in the whole world.